Hi babe, welcome back to my channel. This tutorial is going to show you how to braid a heart design on your head, by your hands, by yourself, with your hands. So, going through the process, just if you've seen any of my how to braid a heart design, you know this is still the steps I take when braiding the heart on someone else's hair. But the difference now is how you place your hands when you are braiding the hair on yourself, because everything is going to be looking reversed. Seriously. So you need hair clips for this tutorial. You really do need hair clips. If you have braiding gel, nice. See, you don't want to stress yourself, and after getting the line well, you start braiding and then have the hair from the outer sections messing with the line. The most difficult thing in this, I think, is the sectioning. If you can figure out how to place your hand while braiding, which is what I am going to show you, the difficult part is sectioning, especially this section that is backwards, not the first box towards your face. The second part of the heart, the part I am just putting away now, that is the most like the back part of it is the most difficult part to section off because it is away from your face. So I have a mirror in front of me. If you can have an arrangement where you have a mirror in your front, one at your side, a little bit towards the back at the side, and still have a small hand mirror, that is best. But I just have one mirror in front of me and then one small one on my hand that I can try to place at the back of my head. So after making the box, I shared it into two equal halves, and then now it's time to start carving out the shape of the heart. Take your time. See, I promise you, even though I didn't edit all my struggles away from this video, this is not as simple as it looks in the video. You will have to keep doing it until you get it right, period. Like, you just have to keep at it until you get it right. If you are distracted by my full edges, then you're not going to pick everything you need in this video. Just ignore my hair, ignore the hair. Just learn what you need to learn. Once you have better hair or better edges, yours is going to come out way better than this. But if you know that you're among people like me, we don't get anything for the front of our hair, just do the best that you can. But it still turned out good because not everybody can make this. So I'm just trying to figure out what that section is going to look like, and it is fine. So every step I put away any hair I will not be using. At every step, put it away. Let it don't mess with what you're doing. So we are sharing this section. Start from the middle of the heart straight up into the corner. From the middle, if you start from the top section, your heart is going to look like, I just keep seeing heart designs that when you start a little bit high, like a Y, it's not going to taper inwards to form like a beautiful heart. I don't know how to explain that, but start from the middle straight up into the corner. If you're going to be using hair extension, this is the best time to make sure you have it close to you. You don't want to figure this out to an extent and have to leave the hair to get up and go do something. Have everything you need close to you, because so while you're braiding this part that is closest to your face, turn your face towards the center of your face. Turn the section you are braiding towards the middle of your head. So just turn your head all the way into your left arm as much as you can. It is going to make it look as if you're braiding the hair towards your face, and it's easier. Just turn your face away into your left arm, because if you're doing this on your right hand side, so just turn. Let this section be as if it is facing the front mirror, right? It is going to make you less confused. And then when you braid the heart halfway into the top corner, right, you're going to stop there. See, this is where you will get confused, because everything will now start acting in reverse, because you now need to braid away from your face. Now when you get to this point that you get frustrated, you know it's time for you to say F this. Now you have to start using your middle finger to grab hair. When it's like F this period, when you're braiding this hair, like you get so confused and frustrated, start using your middle finger. That is how you know it is time to start braiding in the way we do not usually braid. When you go to grab hair, grab it with your middle finger. That is like braiding in reverse. When you want to braid in reverse, like from the back of your hair to the front of your hair, instead of grabbing with your index, with your pointy finger, you grab with your middle finger. Just F everything and keep going that direction. You see? Then you're going to have a cornrow that looks like a cornrow. What I used to do when I haven't figured this out was I would still try to grab with my index finger, right? So I would actually do the braiding. It will make a cornrow, but the cornrow will not have that cornrow pattern where you just have like the rows tucking in, then the next one in. It will just have this gallop. You're creating a pattern with the confused thing going on, but it will not give you the definite pattern of a cornrow, like one row after the next one, like corn rows. No, it's going to have like a mumbo jumbo rows, like that. So grab hair with your middle finger when you're reversing while braiding. We usually braid from the front to the back, right? And in that case, we grab hair. When it's time to add hair, you grab onto more hair with your pointy finger. While braiding the reverse, you grab onto more hair with your middle finger. That's the reverse of braiding. Now, this is the most difficult part, guys. Forget you're seeing me. Everybody that I've watched that did this, see, some people's tutorial are not sincere. They would actually go and ask for help at this point. You will, every tutorial, not every, almost every tutorial I watch of people braiding a heart on themselves, when it gets here that it is confusing, that person steps away for a while and come back with a perfectly curved heart. See, this is the most difficult part. If you think you're just going to do it once, and see, oh, it can happen. When I was trying this thing out on myself, there was one of the occasions I just made a perfect heart curve. If it happens for you like that, my sister, I beg you in the name of God, if it needs just a little tweaking, don't do that. Braid it that way. If you have something decent, don't be obsessed with getting it perfect, because if you ruin that semi-decent heart shape you have made at the outer section of the heart design, you might not get it back. I promise you, especially if you're doing with it with just a mirror. At a point, guys, you're going to feel dizzy, like because you're forcing your eye into the corner trying to see the back of your head. You will start getting dizzy. Just take a rest. That's the difficult part of this, like this section. So guys, you see what I was saying? There is a way you can braid this thing without using your index finger, your middle finger. This is the point. I should have just used my middle finger as I was preaching, but no, I decided that okay, this one it feels somehow easier. I am just going to braid it. It feels like if I was braiding backwards, right? It's easy, but can you see the braid? I'm braiding towards my face back. I wasn't braiding forward, and I didn't switch. This is the point where I then finally decided to respect myself and start grabbing hair with my middle finger. And if you zoom closer into the heart, you will see that I have this wonky design until it then got better after I started braiding with my middle finger. So when you're reversing the braid, when you have to cornrow in the opposite direction that you are used to, just grab the hair with your middle finger. I learned this from Aida. She's on YouTube here. If you don't know her, you should. She can cornrow her hair all, like she can make braided ponytail on herself without flinching. She can braid from the back to the front, like as if she was braiding from the front to the back, and the braid will turn out perfect. I was like, oh, which kind of witch this Peking chop? I watched it, she explained it for a while, like she could do it effortlessly. So that's when it occurred to me that if you keep repeating this and learning it, you're actually going to perfect how to braid with your middle finger, like braid from the back of your hair towards the front. So just keep practicing. I tried it on a mannequin for a while and just figured out the only thing I need to do is grab hair with my middle finger. That is it. Just grab the hair with your middle finger. It is going to feel super awkward at first, like it feels crazy. God, it feels insane, but just keep at it. You're going to mess up a couple of times, but it's fine. I got my mannequin and started braiding. Like I tried like up to 5 cornrows. I was still braiding from the front to the back, but this time around I was using my middle finger to braid in the opposite direction until I figured it out. So it was nice. You can try that. It's going to make it easier. At this point, I'm trying to figure out how to see. Usually, when you see people make this heart shape, and then they proceed to make like a complete hairstyle, many people just opt for straight back. Like the rest of the hair is going straight back, because when you finish dealing with this kind of confusing work, you don't want to start making a complex hair on yourself. So I just wanted something that would look decent enough for it to look as if I actually completed a hairstyle, right? So I just packed my hair, braided, put in some hair extension, braided it there, gelled only the front so that I can post for pictures for you guys. It still looked cute. You can just make a bun and you're good to go. But if you want to proceed to braid like all